Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
Donald Trump. Oh, wow. Ruthlessly absurd, Jack Smith. That's all I know, Chris. It's ruthlessly absurd, but I am... That's all we know. I have a rumbly-tumbly over it. Oh, God, I can't wait to talk to Renato Mariotti today, our legal lad, because, oh, my God, Jody, oh, my God. So everybody's saying this is a very bold move. Yeah. It's a good move because this is, by the way, someone was saying this morning, this has never been about executive immunity. It's always been about delay. Right. He clearly is just trying to put this off till he can become a dictator and you know, get his get out of jail free card in his mind.
Pardoning himself. Yeah.
Yes. Or just shutting down all of these trials. So it's I get it that, you know, he's trying to, because he knows that he'll appeal, and he's like, all right, let's just do it now.
Right.
Yeah, let's go to the top.
However, is anyone else have as rumbly a tumbly as I do over the present Supreme Court? And you know Clarence Thomas won't recuse himself,
God, no.
even though his insurrectionist wife is involved. That's why he was the only one
that voted no.
That voted, you know, to hide Trump's, I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
I have to Google
either.
it. Whatever. He was the only one that voted to not, you know, make Trump's information public during the coup because obviously his wife's involved. I can't even believe this is even a question that he should not have to recuse himself, right? But anyway, so this was the bombshell before the bombshell about the Supreme Court. Jack Smith drops new bomb. Expert extracted data from White House phones during the riot, including Trump's. So he has got the goods, which I'm thinking you don't do a bold move like this unless he really has the goods and he wants this to go to trial.
He's never not had the goods in this entire thing. But don't the
American people have a right before an election to know if someone tried to overthrow the United States government? I don't see how this could be more important. And obviously, if you're innocent, you want your name cleared before the election. Of course he's not innocent. He is guilty.
The Supreme Court wants this done quickly, too, which is a very good thing.
This is,
then there's
this
that.
story's, you didn't read this one yet.
Be careful banging on the desk.
I'm going to do a lot of banging on the desk.
Okay. All right. We're going to get cards and letters then.
So this could be fantastic move, right? You know, and obviously short circuit, you know, Trump's latest, because by the way, if you heard all the motions he's filed, it's just literally this, what he does every day, throws as much against the wall as he possibly can. Oh, double jeopardy. Oh, executive immunity. Oh, you know, all this crap that will fail, but that will, you know, achieve what he wants, which is delay.
Super secret double indemnity.
Exactly.
So, in case you hadn't heard, Jack Smith asked the Supreme Court to take up Donald Trump's appeals right away, but that process could still delay his first criminal trial. That's where just keep the rumbly-tumbly sound effects ready. Oh, yeah, that's different. Well, it hasn't gotten to that point yet. It hasn't gotten squishy yet.
That's him farting.
Okay.
Throwing things against the wall.
So the court swiftly agreed to take on the case and skip over the mid-level appellate court in D.C., but recent history suggests the present court usually takes longer than 6 months to move at its version of lightning speed.
Oh my God.
How about this part if you're worried about the current makeup of the Supreme Court? Some matters actually moved quickly, such as the court's decisions to strike down President Biden's student loan forgiveness and leave a 6-week abortion ban in effect in Texas, which took just 84 days. Yeah. So right-wing bull, they get to, you know, toot sweet. This, I mean, if they want to assist him in, delaying this,
I don't think they...
That's just reading tea leaves.
They're, okay.
They were fast with all the 60 lawsuits that...
Yeah,
yes. They dealt with the 2020 election
Some
very
expert
quickly.
today is like, this is going to, you know, this was a good move and it's going to work. And, you know, they discounted. They said, you know, Clarence Thomas won't recuse, but he's only one. However, this expert said the Supreme Court could also suck the life out of both the coup criminal cases if it sides with Trump's alternative legal argument that the double jeopardy clause of the Fifth Amendment, which protects people from being prosecuted twice for the same crime, somehow applies because the House of Representatives already impeached him over this in 20. That's not the same thing. No. Impeachment is not.
It's not
a criminal trial. Exactly. That's not double jeopardy. You know what? We'll ask Renato Mariotti. Jody and I have already settled that legal precedent. Yes, he is. Jody went to Law and Order University, and I went to...
I started. at Law and Order, and then I went to Law and Order Special
And I am a
Victims
doctor,
Unit.
as you know, like Dr. Laura of Bullology.
And Dr. Phil.
Yeah, Dr. Phil.
Especially.
Right.
I took a law class in college.
Did you? Well, there you go.
Communications law.
Speaking of which, Dean Obadala, who is a lawyer, and will join us, is it next week?
Next week.
Next week, yeah. He said interesting argument some fellow Democrats are making that if the U.S. Supreme Court does rule as Trump wants, that a president can commit all the crime they want and never be charged, then Biden could simply put Trump in prison, declare himself the winner of 2024. Yeah, that would all be legal.
Yeah.
This is the problem. What I keep saying about Democrats, we don't play the same way. He should, to save America from fascism and religious theocracy. It's like, okay, if you rule that the president can do anything, oh my God, and you know the second, oh my God, it's going to be a whiny little bitch miss. The second Joe Biden, right?
Right. Even
Does
tries
anything
like
tries
that.
anything that they're claiming Donald Trump can do. Yeah. Renato Mariotti tweeted, this move by Jack Smith implicitly concedes that the issue raised by Trump could delay his trial. Smith made a judgment call that he was better off raising the issue himself and trying to expedite the process rather than letting Trump do so in a manner that would delay the trial.
He's good.
Yeah, so obviously we're going to get way into this with Renato, but damn, I'm telling you, the bombshell fatigue is real, right? And this is, again, every bombshell, it seems like game over to me. You know, no wonder he's so furiously trying to delay this. Oh, yeah. Jack Smith dropped a bomb in a new filing detailing expert witness evidence he plans to introduce against Trump that includes cell phone data from inside the White House during the Capitol riot. He plans to call 3 expert witnesses to testify about phone data from January 6th. This includes Trump's phone.
Yes.
And, yeah, so we will talk to Renato about that, but damn. All right, so I don't, God, Clarence Thomas. All right, I need to Google what he covered up for the last time in the January 6th case.
So long
It's
ago,
just
I can't remember.
the corruption is so blatant, and just, I already, don't even get me started on the Texas Supreme Court. So Kate Cox had to leave the state to get basic health care. This is where we are. By the way, Rachel Bittencofer says male analysts are totally missing the road rage you're gonna feel in 2024. Oh my God. Do you know how many people can't afford to do this? Even her lawyer acknowledged that. The most people can't afford to, you know. And she's like, she said, of course I'd rather be with my family and recover here at home. But no, she has to flee her own state
And
to
she
get
could be
health care.
sued for that.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Because
right.
Texas doesn't
we're
allow
in
you
that.
to do
We're
that.
on TV going, well, we can't say where she is or what is. Yeah.
They know she's gone, and they know what she's doing. So
Yeah.
every person in the state of Texas conceivably can sue her for $10,000.
Yes. Angry staffer said yesterday the Texas Supreme Court voted to kill a mother of 2. Thankfully, she's leaving the state for care. Stop pretending this mythical, quote, medically necessary exemption exists and voting for Republicans. They don't give about the life of the mother.
They don't.
Thank you. This is exactly what this is why I always said, Jody, we should stop giving ground, right? A woman's right to choose should be a right to choose, period.
I've been
at any
saying that
time for
forever.
any reason.
Doesn't matter.
And the only reason they have late term, well, first of all, it's a teeny percentage, and it's because it's like this. It's medically necessary. Yep. It's life of the mother, and it's a catastrophic event of some sort. Anyway, but this just all these exceptions, like, okay, maybe this many weeks. Oh, maybe just rape and incest. It's like, you know, that. What year is this? It's insane. Okay, sorry. I need.
Clarence Thomas, by the way.
And his lovely wife, Ginny.
Yes.
He was the only one who voted no. With the January 6th investigators accessing Trump's documents.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't seem weird in any way. So you feel like maybe Clarence Thomas doesn't want Trump investigated over January 6th because, you know, someone else might be involved. Some crazy 7 a.m. drunk dialing insurrectionist bitch.
Bitch?
Wow. She's in a...
Does she have googly eyes too?
Pardon me?
Does she have googly eyes too? We seem to be on a googly eyes
You're
kick.
in a snit.
She does have a bit of googly eyes, can I just say?
Okay.
I love that Kash Patel's talking about rounding up journalists. People are like, that was rude that you talked about his junky eye. I did ask, like a good, sexy liberal, I asked, is there something wrong physically? Because then, you know, if it's medically. Because as I said, it was rude to mention that Barbara Bush scooched her butt on the Oval Office rug because she had a thyroid thing. So her you know.
Eyes went different directions.
Quaker Oats used a filter when they used her picture on the box. And I'm just saying, that was rude because she had a thyroid thing. Do not mention again how she used to scooch her butt on the Oval Office rug. Kash Patel, however, does apparently not have a... I'm not making eye contact with you. A medical issue, Chris, so...
Didn't we do a bit where Barbara Bush was a goalie for some hockey team?
Yes. There it is, my first drink of the day, Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And Z-Biotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine, I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/politicalvoices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.